Hello and welcome to Mythical Meeples. Today I'll be unboxing Chomp, Sail, Couture and Mindspace, all games from Allplay, formerly known as Board Games Table. These were first available on a Kickstarter, which I backed at a higher level, which gave me access to the expansion packs and the upgrade packs as well. The upgrade packs for Chomp and Sail contain extra wooden tokens, which replace those in the game. The expansion packs is the Sea Varix expansion for Sail and Flies and Scavengers for Chomp. And then you have Tokyo and Paris for Couture. And then just some extra pens and dice for Mindspace. We're going to be looking through these one by one, just to have a quick look inside each box. We can start by having a look at Couture. So you can see straight away, you've got the instruction booklet here, as well as a little book for Allplays. Then you've got two sets of cards. Got a couple of bags to keep your tokens and cards in. And then you've got the tokens here, as well as a couple of blank ones there. So on the back here, you can see they've got sort of what each token does. And then also on the front here, sort of a prettier version. So this is something I probably should have done before, but just look at a quick peek at the instructions and components. So you can see the tiles down here represent the magazine covers. The cards represent the auction cards. So you've got 40 scoring cards, 23 bid cards, and then you've also got starting bid cards, as well as travel cards as well. So each player starts with one model bids cards, New York Paris card and the Paris Tokyo card. You set up the travel cards, shuffle the auction cards, and then you play through your turn. So you sort of have turns where you bid, win cards, and then you've got designer cards, and it just tells you about each card. Then you repeat the process, and then at the end you score based on this page. And then here it just talks a little bit more about the gameplay. So here you have a closer look at the cards. So each card gives you different points based on what it's worth. So you've got streetwear, you've got ready to wear, which have different brands on. You've got flops, which give you magazine covers. You've got editorials, which give you 2 points each. You've got signature walks as well, which shows you the points up in the corner. So these are very, very pretty cards. So these are all your bid cards, which give you different points. And then at the back here, you've got the location cards. So these are very, very pretty. I love the artwork in this. And it looks like quite a simple game to learn once you've played through it. Probably play through a couple turns and you'll get the hang of it. And then it's just trying to work out how to score the most amount of points. So now we're going to have a quick look at the upgrade pack. So you can see here you've got the two different locations. So you've got New York and Paris, and then Paris and Tokyo. So these are sort of thick card. As you can sort of see here, it's the 3D element, and these are really nice. And then you've got upgraded versions of the tokens in the game. So you've got the lovely sort of holographic foil out there. Next up, we're going to look at Mindspace. So again, you've got the instructions on top, along with this little card that tells you more about the different games from Allplay. So you can see here, you've got the 1 minute to teach, small box, big game, tricky card games, strategy line, and fun for everyone. So I had a quick look at the instructions this time. It tells you what you've got in there. You've got dry erase boards, scoreboards and markers, reference cards, dice, pursuit cards and goal cards. So you've got the setup here. So you each take a brain board, scoreboard and reference card. Then you shuffle each goal deck, drawing a card. Then you shuffle the pursuit cards, forming a row of them. And then each player's place the markers in reach of all players. So you can go through the gameplay here. So it's 12 turns. Each turn dice are rolled and placed, and players simultaneously draw on their brain boards. And then on their turn, player rolls dice. You place the dice next to the corresponding numbers, tokens up here. And then you choose one of the visual shapes to draw. You can't draw shapes next to those of the same colour. They may be mirrored or rotated then. And then you end your turn by moving the shapes all along. And then once players satisfy their goal, they flip the card over and do what it says on the card. It says here. And then in the game you score points for goals, colours and finish sections. And then there's a little bit about earning money in the game. Rules for that. And then it talks here about how to score, or gives you an example of scoring here. So it looks very, very simple to play. So in the box, you've got these coloured markers. I ordered the extra set to give me some more coloured markers in case these run out. So you can see you've got pink, green, blue, orange, purple and black. You've then got 5 coloured dice, corresponding to 5 of the coloured markers. You've got a pack of cards, which I will open up in a minute. And then you've got the different boards here. So you've got board A and board B. So you can see the difference on them there. Then you've got the scoreboards here as well. So these are really good for just keeping track of your score, as you probably expect. So we're going to have a quick look at the cards now. So here you can see the shape reference grid. So it shows you all the different shape combinations that are possible. So you can see here, and then it sort of gives you a reminder on what to do with your cards, with your money and your shapes. You've got a little card with solo rules, so you can play this one player as well. Then you've got, I think these are your goal cards. Yes, so you've got to fill the 4 corners for this goal. And it's the same on that side as well. And then these are the points, which I'm assuming varies depending on how many players you play with. Got Perfect Day, Soulmate, Passion Project. So as you can see, you've got different ways of scoring, and then you've also got different ways of scoring on the different boards by the looks of it. Then you've got your shape cards. So these are really, really simple. Just different shapes using 3, 4 or 5 blocks. Actually, I'm not sure if you use 3, but definitely 4 and 5. Yeah, 4 or 5 blocks for each shape. So it looks like a really, really simple game to learn again. All play are really, really good at simple games, but that are really fun to play. If you've played Mountain Goat, Sequoia, GPS, they're all simple to learn, but offer you lots of options as well. There's these just to show you the different dice that you get. So these are the dice that come with the game. This was the upgrade set, which came with the extra pens. So these you can see are a lot more detailed. And they've also got the numbers on instead of the dots, if that's your preferred way of seeing dice. So next we're going to look at Chomp. So Chomp is about dinosaurs. So first up you have whiteboard pen. You've got your instruction, your little guide to all play games. So setting up looks really simple. You've got 36 square cards, 32 extinct dino tokens, 13 egg tokens, a dry erase score sheet and marker. So you take 9 cards per player, shuffle them up, each player gets a random card, then you lay out a row of 3 cards face up, and you place the egg and dino tokens nearby. So you've got a guide to all of the card elements here, and then each player takes a card from the 6 laid out, then replaces it, and then you go through, depending on what you do, if you take a gold token, you do what it says here, so you keep it near you, and replace by placing the top card from the deck into the empty spot. And for the land side up token card, you expand your land. And then it talks about how you can place land cards. So you've got basically a bunch of rules to follow for it. And then it tells you what to do with your eggs and nests. So if you have a card to your land with an egg, you can place an egg token on an empty nest in your land. Then it talks about a herd, which is a group of one or more adjacent connected dinos of the exact same type. And then dinosaurs in a herd will either eat or go extinct together. And it tells you about mountain ranges, which just separate card sections. Then you've got the game end feeding, so the game ends after 8 rounds. And then, so if they're next to the tar pit, they go extinct. Then your carnivores eat, then your herbivores eat. And then it just tells you how to score, so you can see the different elements of the card here and what happens with each one. So first you get a little bag to put your tokens in, and then so here's your score tile. So you can see you've got the different dinosaurs, eggs, goals, and then you've got your different tiles. So goal tiles, so you get 2 points per small carnivore in your largest fed small carnivore herd, and then you can see the different sections on there. So each one is double-sided, and they're very, very pretty again, and it's really clear what each section is. So there you get 3 points per tar pit. First, 1 point per card in your land with no cards on top of it. There's a card for your solo rules. So you can play this game again, you can play it 1 player. You'll just change the rules slightly. And then you've got your egg and extinct dinosaur tokens. So these also come, I got the upgraded set, which I will show you now. Actually, we're going to start with the flyers and scavengers expansion. I've just ripped the top off of this so that we can get access to it a bit more easily. Now you're watching me struggle. So here you've got the rules for flyers and scavengers. So if you've got a specified arrangement of fed dinosaurs in any formation, you score extra points indicated on the flyer tile. Scavengers, if you've got a specified arrangement of extinct dinosaurs, you score extra points at the end of the game. So you've got 3 of these, and then you've got, oh no, hang on. Oh, you've just got the 1 rules card, and then you've got these that tell you how to score points for specific arrangements. So as you can see, the flyers and the scavengers are slightly different. And then you can see the flyer and scavenger tokens here. So in the upgrade set for the tokens, you get 4 bags of tokens, which you can see here. You get the scavenger ones, flyer and scavenger, extinct dinosaurs, and egg tokens. So again, they're all made of wood. And we're just going to have a look inside just to see what they really like. So these are really, really nice and pretty. I always love like extra wooden tokens over the cardboard ones. I always find them a lot nicer, and this is why I decided to get the upgrade pack for this. Here you can see the extinct dinosaurs. So little Triceratops is there. All the same, but they all look really, really pretty. And in the other bag, you get extinct T-Rexes. So both of them are quite iconic dinosaurs that everyone should know. So even if you're not a big fan of dinosaurs or know nothing about them, you'll be familiar with some aspects of this game. It is worth noting before I move on to sale that the wooden tokens may be more difficult to fit inside the box. So I've put the Scavengers and Flyers expansion inside, and you can see just about fits, but it does have a little tendency to push up. You might have to carry your wooden tokens separately if you plan on using them. Finally, we have Sail. So Sail is a boat-based game where you are taking on the role of pirate crewmates working together. It's a 2-player game, and you have to avoid being eaten by the Kraken. So let's look inside. So the first thing you get is the instructions with a list of your components. So as you can see, you get a lot of cards. You get 34 cards, 27 playing cards, 6 pirates, a Kraken, and 4 player aids. You get 3 boards, ocean, Kraken, and play area. 5 trackers, so 1 Kraken Meeple, 2 Tricks cubes, a round disc, and a ship Meeple. And then 26 tokens. So you get 1 start, 1 end, 12 island, 9 Kraken, 4 storm, and a scenario book. Then you've got the setup. So you place the ocean board between the 2 players. Then you choose a scenario. Each player chooses a pirate card. On the Kraken board, you place the Kraken Meeple on the lowest left space. And then you place the ship token on the start. Create the Kraken deck by shuffling cards numbered 1 and 2. And then you create the player deck by shuffling all the remaining cards. So you can see the gameplay. You're free to talk between rounds, but may not communicate from the time the cards are dealt until after the final trick of the round is play. It's an interesting cooperative take. You play over 5 rounds, or potentially less if you get eaten by the Kraken. So you start the round, dealing 9 cards to each player, look at their cards and choose 1 to give to the other player. You play tricks, so each round's a series of tricks. Player of the round disc leads the first trick, and then whoever wins the previous trick leads the next one. Lead player plays a card, other player plays a card. You must play the same colour if you have it. Highest number played that matches the lead player's card colour wins the trick. You advance that player's trick cube and discard both cards. Actions. Cards played with the trick match one of these symbol pairs. So these ones here on the right, you perform that action. So you've got various different combinations of things that you do. Kraken damage. So the Kraken can damage the ship. You move the top card of the Kraken deck to the discard pile, which might cause you to do various things. Then the round ends with the Kraken damaging the ship a number of times equal to the number under the Kraken tracker Meeple. And then you reset the round and start again. You've got a few more actions on the back here, and then you've got some sailing hazards that represent the different parts of the board. So this looks like the board. Again, we've got another one of these. So these are your different scenarios you've got. You've got your basic learning scenario up here. Then you've got scenario 1, scenario 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I would assume, so the learning scenario is going to be very basic, just teaching you the rules. And then I'd like to think that 1 will be the hardest, 2 will be the next, no, 1 will be the easiest, and 2 and 5 will be the hardest. So then you've got some little wooden tokens here. So you can see the ship, the Kraken, 2 little cubes, and the round one as well. You've got a pack of cards, so we will look at this in a minute. You can see the Kraken card here. You've got your storm and anchor tokens. You've got your Kraken deck, so 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, dead. So that's single-sided. And then two little bags for keeping things in. Then you've got the pieces of your board. So this will always be your beginning bit. And then you've got the various pieces which make up the rest of it. So you've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm assuming it's always going to start with that one. That'll be second, third, fourth, and fifth. Then you can see your various tokens and your round tracker, and tricks, pirate cards, player deck, and discard. So it looks very fun to play, looks quite easy to learn. Obviously it's cooperative, so you will have somebody else help learning with you as well. So as promised, we're going to look through the cards. So here you have a Kraken card, and you've got your turn structures. Tells you all about your damage, and your action combinations. So then you've got different, what I believe is pirate cards. Oh yeah, these must be your different pirates that you can play as, which all have different rules. And then you have what I assume is your pirate deck. So you can see, oh, that's been eaten by a kraken. So you can see all the different symbols up in the corner. And obviously you've got the different tricks are in the different colours. So you go 1 through to 9. Yeah, so 1 is the same picture but different colour, and then so on. I really like the mermaid on the back there. So we've also got the wooden tokens for these, for the upgrade set, which we will have a look at now. First we're going to look at the Seafarer's expansion though. So you can see here you've got the instruction booklet. So this just tells you you've got whirlpools, ally ships, and a crow's nest. 2 whirlpool tokens, 2 ally ship tokens, 2 crow's nest tokens, 4 pirate cards, and a scenario book. So this gives you more ways to play the game. So as you can see, you've got scenario 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So imagine these will probably follow a similar pattern to the previous ones, where 6 is the easiest and then 11 should be the hardest. You can see the little tokens here. So crow's nest, whirlpool, ally ship. Then you've got your little pack of cards here. So you've got this pirate. So after the exchange card phase, do another exchange card phase. This one you draw 2 random unused characters before the first round. And at any time during a round, you may take on the role of a single drawn character for the rest of the round. During exchange card phase, you exchange a card at random. Look at your random card after it's selected. And then at the start of the actions phase, you may send a 1, 2, or 3 from your hand to the bottom of the Kraken deck. And then you get a new action with this one, Cannon and Wheel. Take any card from the player deck into your hand, reshuffle the player deck, then put any card in your hand face down on top of the player deck without discussing it. So that could be any of these could be really useful. Without playing the game, it's hard to say how good each of the characters will be. Finally, we're just going to look at the wooden tokens. So these are all fairly obvious what they are. You've got the storm tokens, you've got the ship token, you've got pirate, and you've got the Kraken token there. So I really love the artwork on these. It's really simple, but really effective. Next, you've got these tokens, which I think are either the mountain or island. I think it's island. But again, it's pretty obvious to see what they are. And once you've played the game, you'll remember what they are as well. Kraken tokens. So again, these are really, really obvious what they are. You can see straight off the bat that that is a tentacle of a Kraken. And then we have the expansion tokens here. So you've got whirlpool, allied ships, crow's nest. You've got a little wheel here as well. And that's everything. That's all the unboxings for these 4 games done. I hope you like this video. If you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to support me in other ways as well, you can become a member of Mythical Meeples, where you'll gain access to new content, sneak previews behind the scenes, or you can support me on Patreon as well, where you'll also gain access to sneak previews behind the scenes and additional content. Thank you again for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.